Good afternoon and welcome to Worship Wednesday. My name is Randy Bennett. I am the Director of Worship here at Forest Grove Reformed Church. I've got Pastor Dan DeVries with me. It is another beautiful day here in Forest Grove.
Gorgeous out there.
And it's a little chilly today, but the sun's shining.
Looks great from the inside looking out there.
It does. So every Wednesday we like to bring you a word about worship, talk about where we've been and where we're going. So we've just started a new series called The Land Between. We're looking at this book written by Jeff Manion, and we're looking at some different stories of the Bible that talk about this time of transition, this time between. We looked at Numbers 11 last week. We talked about the Israelites and this journey from slavery in Egypt to the Promised Land that really should have taken maybe a couple of weeks and ended up taking 40 years, and some of the things that happened during that journey. So where are we going to go this week?
Yeah. So we looked at this idea of the Israelites as they're heading out. They've been out of Egypt for about 2 years or so now, and all of a sudden they just start complaining, and the thing they're complaining about is this thing called manna, the food that God has graciously given to them. Because if you're in the desert region there's not a whole lot to eat there, and so God by His graciousness said, hey, every night when the dew comes, I'm going to give you manna to eat. And so they've been eating this manna, but they're kind of getting sick and tired of it, so they start complaining. We talked about what it feels like to be a little bit sick and tired of things. I think we all can kind of feel that right now with everything going on in this world with COVID and such. We're all sick and tired of things, but the question is how do we respond when we're sick and tired of things? God didn't seem to deal too well with the Israelites when they continued to complain against His gracious provision with this manna, and we see that in Numbers 11 kind of playing out a little bit. So this coming Sunday, we want to take a look at a couple other people in the Bible. How did they navigate the land between when they were in a place where they could either complain or they could trust God? And so those two people we're going to look at this Sunday is Abraham and King David. We're going to look a little bit about how do they navigate that season of the land between in their own lives. What did that look like for them? How did they lean into trust? Does complaining even have a role in our relationship with God? Is it okay to complain to God once in a while? Is that not okay? So we're going to look at some of those questions this coming week, and we're going to explore just a couple other people as we continue to think about this idea of complaint and trust.
Nice. So as we go through this series, we're going to look at a lot of, is it fair to say, difficult stories, a lot of difficult situations that God's people find themselves in. So as you prepare for this week, we're going to encourage you to go to Genesis chapter 22. And this is a very well-known story, but try to look at it with fresh eyes. It's a story where God commands Abraham to sacrifice his son, which I think is just kind of off the charts, incomprehensible for most of us. And let's read that chapter as you prepare for worship this Sunday, and we're going to talk about what do we do in those difficult situations that we find ourselves in.
For sure. And if you have the book, we encourage you to keep reading that. We have a bookmark in the back that has kind of a reading guide for you. We encourage you to check out chapter 2 and 3 as we kind of prepare for week number 2 this week.
So we look forward to worshiping together. We're having one service on Sunday morning at 9:30. You're welcome to join us here in the sanctuary. We're also going to continue to live stream our services, so you can join us on Facebook and worship with us there as well. And as always, if there's anything at all that you need, please reach out to us here at the church, and we'll be happy to help out in any way that we can. So enjoy the rest of your week, and we look forward to worshiping together on Sunday. Blessings.
Bye now.